People who have ordered a bar's safe word drink to get out of a bad situation? What happened? I never thought I'd need to use one until last month. My sister had been pestering me to try the new cocktail bar downtown, The Remedy, famous for their creative drinks and discreet safety protocols. She'd explained their code system with reverent tone, describing how staff recognize certain drink orders as silent pleas for help. It's like having a safety net, she'd insisted. Just knowing it exists makes me feel better about dating in this city. I was there celebrating a promotion when this guy approached our table. The dim lighting cast everything in warm amber tones. He seemed normal enough. Expensive tailored suit, confident smile, and he bought our whole group around without blinking. My friends were immediately impressed. Investment banker, he said, extending a firm handshake. Just moved here from Chicago. His voice had this smooth, practiced quality suggesting he commanded rooms full of people. We exchanged numbers. Over 2 weeks, he was the perfect gentleman. Thoughtful texts at just the right moments, funny memes during lunch breaks, sweet goodnights. He somehow knew all my favorite movies, quoting obscure lines from films I'd mentioned. He even sent peonies to my office, my absolute favorite, but something I'd never mentioned. My friends kept gushing. He's like something out of a romance novel, my roommate would say. Where do you even find guys like this? But something felt wrong during our third date. Walking through Riverside Park, he casually mentions my morning routine. I love how you always stop at that blue house on Maple Street to pet the golden retriever. It's such a sweet habit. I'd never told him that. When I asked how he knew, he laughed it off with that charming smile. You mentioned it, silly. You told me how that dog makes your mornings better, but I hadn't. I was absolutely certain. Then he started finishing my sentences with unnerving accuracy. He knew I was allergic to shellfish before I could finish reading the menu. He mentioned my childhood fear of heights before I could explain why I preferred stairs. Each time I questioned him, same response. You told me. Remember? The breaking point came last Friday. We were at this upscale Italian place when he casually dropped my grandmother's maiden name while telling some story. Just like your grandmother, Patterson? These strong women who built their families from nothing. That hit me like a physical blow. Patterson was my security question for everything. Bank accounts, email, credit cards. My blood went cold. I excused myself and called my bank with trembling fingers. The representative confirmed my worst fears. Someone had been systematically attempting to access my accounts for weeks. Multiple failed login attempts from Chicago IP addresses, timing perfectly with when I'd met him. When I returned, he was on his phone, smiling. Just booking our weekend getaway, he announced. I found this perfect little cabin up north. Very private, very secluded. The way he emphasized private made my skin crawl. I needed out, now. I'll have an angel shot with lime, I told the bartender, my voice barely steady. His expression immediately shifted to serious professionalism. Within minutes, a manager appeared, mentioning they needed to check something in the back office with me. The bartender smoothly told my date they were experiencing system issues with credit cards, offering complimentary top-shelf whiskey while they sorted things out. The manager led me through the kitchen to a back exit where 2 police officers waited. Turns out, I wasn't his first victim. They'd been tracking him for months across 3 states, following identity theft and stalking charges. My bank call triggered alerts they'd been monitoring. When they searched his car, they found detailed files on 12 women, photos taken with telephoto lenses, schedules, personal information, even copies of driver's licenses. The scariest part? He'd been living in the apartment directly above mine for 6 weeks. The golden retriever, my routine, my grandmother's name. He'd been watching everything. Phone calls overheard through thin walls, mail stolen and photographed, even duplicate keys made from pictures of my keychain. The real investment banker from Chicago was actually a barista in Portland whose identity he'd stolen 2 years ago.